What's going on, guys? This is JReact TV. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so this video takes place in Jacksonville, where a man got punched by the police. Let's watch the video.
Now to the traffic stop that's gone viral and why the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says it's opened an investigation. The video shows deputies beating and punching William McNeil Jr., who says it happened back in February, but he's releasing the video now. Here's a portion of it.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No, don't.
Well, we don't know what happened before the camera started recording, but civil rights attorneys Harry Daniels and Ben Crump are now representing McNeil. In a statement, they said it should be obvious to anyone watching this video that William McNeil wasn't a threat to anyone. He was calmly exercising his constitutional rights, and they beat him for it. Rena Roy joins us now. She's covering the story for us and the release of this video. All right, sort of take us through, Rena, what we just saw.
Yeah, well, Kira, the video is difficult to watch, and it seems to pick up shortly after William McNeil Jr. was pulled over by cops. Now, remember, this was back in February, and at first you hear him asking why he was pulled over, and they say he didn't have his headlights on, and he says there's no rain. A sheriff's deputy responds, it doesn't matter. That's when McNeil is asked to show his hands, which he does. He's also asked to get out of the car, so he asks to speak with his supervisor. That sheriff's deputy then breaks his window. You actually see the glass shatter onto McNeil, then the sheriff's deputy punches him. He's pulled out of the car, pushed to the ground, and we see multiple officers beating him as he's placed under arrest, Kira.
Have we heard from McNeil, Rena? Was he charged with anything?
Well, court records, Kira, show that McNeil is facing a slew of charges, and I'll just read through them here. The first is resisting arrest without violence to his or her person. He's also charged with possessing not more than 20 grams of marijuana, driving while his license was suspended, not wearing a seatbelt, and no headlights in the rain. And he was sentenced to and served 2 days in jail. We haven't heard from McNeil himself, but his attorneys are saying that they are disgusted, but that they're not surprised. They argue that McNeil was calmly exercising his constitutional rights, and they beat him for it.
Well, what is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office saying, and what do we know about these officers that were involved? There were a number there on the scene.
Yeah, definitely a number of them there, Kira. Well, as you pointed out, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, they have opened an internal investigation into this incident, and they sent us a statement saying, quote, "We hold our officers to the highest standards and are committed to thoroughly determining exactly what occurred." Now, when it comes to the officers that were involved, we really don't know a lot at this point. A public information officer that we reached out to said that they could not comment, given that this is an ongoing investigation, Kira.
Very beautiful.
Well, we will definitely stay on the investigation as well. Rena Roy, thank you.
Good mornings, always.
All right, so you guys seen the video for yourselves, right? Y'all let me know who you think is wrong, the cop or the young man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think the cop was wrong, period. I don't care what happened in the beginning. There was no altercation. No one was fighting. Nothing was going on. That one decided just to punch him in the face after he broke the window. He decided to punch him in his face. And I think that was 100% wrong, man. This is an issue when these cops, they think they got the power to do whatever they want until they go to court. And they don't want to get, they don't want to be wrong about it. But it sucks that a lot of these cops don't get in trouble for the things that they do. And that's messed up. And that one cop was ready for him. He was ready to punch this kid in the face or this guy in the face. He was ready for it. He did it twice. After he pulled him out, first when he broke the window, he punched him. Then they pulled him out. He came back and punched him again. I don't see why. What was the point of doing that, period? Listen, I'm cool with cops and everything, but when it comes to something like this, these bad cops like this is what's caused. This is the reason why a lot of people don't like them. A lot of people don't like them, man. I live in a neighborhood where there's cops that lives in the same neighborhood as me. You know, I mean, and then crazy to see. You can ask a few of them, and sometimes I have videos I ask, man, what you think about this? Sometimes they be like, hey, that was wrong. And they'll ask me what location was this place is at. And I'll tell them, sometime this happened, this is in Georgia, California. And then they would just look at him like, damn, yeah, that's wrong. These are regular people that's cops that's telling me, yeah, they wrong for doing that. You know, and the cops always tell me you got to comply. I can understand he didn't comply. He probably should have complied. He probably wasn't gonna get punched or whatever. But at the same time, the cop didn't need to do that. What was the point of doing that anyway? What was the point of just punching him in the face twice? And this happened in February, and he was able to. I hope, you know, I'm glad that he was able to save that, and hopefully he get justice for it. I think that cop should get in trouble for them doing that, because now we don't know how many other people he done did that to. He probably did it to multiple people and just keep getting away with it because they're not saying nothing happens to him. And as you guys can see, there was a black man there. He was willing to do the same thing too. Because a lot of time, I know when I get stopped by a lot of black cops, it's women cops and black cops. They be so aggressive to me. Like they think that I got a bad record. So they go check, then they come back, try to be nice. You know, hey man, I'm gonna give a warning. But now if I had a crazy record, then they'd be so, you know, they'd be ready to fight me. And it's so messed up, man. No matter what race you in, this will happen a lot. And and another thing, if you're a man and a woman stop you for some reason, women love to have that power. They love the power. They love the power. They love telling the man what to do. Especially when it's gay. Oh, even worse. They just hate men, period. But this cop was wrong as hell, man. And I think he should get in trouble for what he did there. And I hope he get the chance to sue. It sucks to say him suing the city, because that's who's gotta pay up. That stuff not coming out his check. So it's pretty much the city that gotta take the whole fault, you know, because that's what's coming from the taxpayer. But this dude, they gotta get rid of this man. One day he's gonna end up doing something to somebody to where he's gonna end up killing somebody. Because the way his attitude is, he's aggressive, man. Jeez, man, if you don't comply with any of the commands, they automatic, they're ready to fight you. I've been somewhere when I told the cop, I'm not getting out the car because it's raining. And I'm like, why you want me to get out the car? What did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. All you asked for my license and registration, my insurance. I gave it to you. Why you want me to get out the car? Yeah, it's for my safety. Safety for you going back to your car. What you mean? You the one that got the gun. I don't got a gun on me. What kind of stupid stuff would you say like that? That was dumb. I'm talking about it's because for my safety. Man, get the hell out of here, man. And have him give me this ticket. So I didn't get out. It was raining. I'm not gonna get out. When you get me out, what you gonna do? Gonna have me just sitting there in the rain? No, I told him I'm not getting out. Hell no. And of course, backup came, I guess, just to watch me or whatever. Man, sometimes these cops be afraid, man. They see a man, they be ready to shoot the man for no reason. But this cop was 100% wrong. I don't care if y'all talking about, hey, he should have complied. And I don't want to hear none of that. You don't deserve to get punched. That's crazy. That is ridiculous, man. And yeah, he asked for a sergeant. The sergeant should have came. I'm sure the sergeant probably would have been like, hey, okay, this is what happened. And besides, I never knew when it rains, your light should be on. During the day, I never knew that. That's the first time I ever heard that. First time I ever heard that. When it rains, your lights should be on. Never heard of that. Because now I never heard about this, and I get stopped in the rain because someone, because I didn't have my lights on, and they go like, "Hey man, you need to get out the car. What you doing is wrong." Whatever. So messed up, man. I feel sorry for that dude, man. Period. I don't care if he recorded it late. He got punched. Them other cops, nothing was wrong. There's a whole bunch of them there anyway. So what he was gonna do? Nothing. They the one that got the guns. They got the power right there. I wish you could sue them directly. That'd be great. Because I'm sure if it was his child, he would not like that. If somebody would have punched his child in the face. It's just wrong, man. Anyway, guys, man, thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. Peace out. What y'all guys think in the